The big story at 5, national attention focused on this man on trial for killing an unarmed teenager. It's not George Zimmerman, it's not in Florida, it's right here in Milwaukee. This local case takes on new interest following the not guilty verdict in the George Zimmerman trial.
John Spooner says he shot 13-year-old Darius Simmons because he thought Simmons broke into his home.
Tom Murray has our big story at 5, live from the courthouse. Tom?
Mike Carroll, jury selection just wrapping up literally minutes ago. This white senior citizen is accused of shooting and killing his black teenage neighbor. Both sides addressing comparisons between this trial and the George Zimmerman Trayvon Martin case. 76-year-old John Spooner slowly made his way into court. He is accused of shooting 13-year-old neighbor Darius Simmons outside in their Milwaukee neighborhood. Spooner blamed the teen for breaking in and stealing guns the teen did not have. Unlike the Zimmerman-Martin Florida case, there was no physical fight. The defense is expected to argue Spooner is not guilty by reason of mental disease or defect.
The question here is not whether John Spooner shot this young man, but what was behind it, what was the environment.
Darius Simmons' mother says she watched her aging neighbor shoot her son. She is in the courtroom and so is her attorney, well-known civil rights lawyer Jonathan Safran.
What possessed John Spooner to shoot a black 13-year-old boy? People will have to draw their own conclusions. There doesn't seem to be evidence presented so far that I've seen that it was racially motivated, but he certainly profiled him in some way.
One potential juror says he had a conversation with 3 others in a general courthouse juror waiting room about the George Zimmerman trial. The judge instructed the entire pool that they cannot compare this case to any others.
You jurors are only to act as jurors in this case. Anything you may have seen or heard outside the courtroom is not evidence in the case.
And I just got a text from our photographer who is inside the courtroom. There were 40 potential jurors. That has been now pared down. 10 men and 4 women will serve on this jury. And one thing else to note here, there is just 1 African American on the jury. A black man will serve on this jury of 14. The trial is set to begin tomorrow. Now, I did get a chance to ask the defense attorney if John Spooner will testify in his own defense. You'll hear his answer coming up tonight at 6 o'clock. For now, live at the courthouse, Tom Murray, today's TMJ4.
Well, it was a fascinating case to begin with, and then with the Trayvon Martin, George Zimmerman verdict coming down over the weekend, it becomes all the more timely. Thank you. Tom Murray, live outside the courthouse.